So tip number 5 is going to be, I had another one ready, but I decided to do this one tonight, and then the next one will be on cleaning your stamps, cleaning different types of ink and that type of thing. So that will be next week. But this week I'm going to show you how to easily put together your cling mount stamps when you get a new set. Excuse me. I know I've showed this before on one of my videos. It's been a while. But I still have people go like, oh, wow, that's really cool. So obviously not everybody sees that. So maybe if I show it again, maybe more people will see how to do that. So, and then as you saw, that was a sneak peek of a new stamp set. I was going to go through my box that I just got today. I got a shipment today of the new products, the new catalogs, which I can now work on getting out to you. But of course, now it's time to prepare for Christmas. So they might be coming just a tad late. Anyway, you know, everything's late these days, right? So, yeah, so we'll see. I think I'm going to keep it fairly short tonight. I'm going to show you the tip. I'm going to show you the fun project. It's going to be using several of the new products that I just got out of the box today. So you'll get to at least see a sneak peek of some. I think I will go ahead and record. Hi, Sylvia. Thank you. I will go ahead and record just looking through the other products, because I can't show you the catalog until it goes live in January. But I can show you all the products. So I will videotape that. I will post that on Thursday on my YouTube channel. And so you can catch all of that there if you haven't ordered some of your own, if you're not a demonstrator and you haven't ordered your own products yet. Which, by the way, you can pre-order this month. As demonstrators, we can actually pre-order things a month early. We can also earn Celebration a month early. So we actually get 3 months of Celebration. So that's pretty cool. Celebration is also a great time to sign up to be a demonstrator. And I put that in quotes because a lot of my girls don't demonstrate to anybody but maybe a friend or two, or they just use the products for themselves and they're fun. And it's a great way to get a discount and enjoy the camaraderie of the group and sharing ideas and that type of thing. So let me flip my screen and we will get started with tip number 5. All right, so I'm going to put together, this is what inspired me because I wanted to use the stamp set and I hadn't put it together yet, obviously, because I just got it. So I thought, well, this might be a good time to show you. So this is what you get. You've got your rubber and your labels. Hopefully the lighting is good. I'm going to just pop everything out of here. And I'm going to also tell you a couple ways you can store these. A couple things I've done through the years. Just going to pop these all out so that I can show you that. So I've actually peeled the backing off of this and stuck it in here so that I could stick my stamps in here and know exactly what, know exactly which ones I'm missing. However, with the new cling stamps, because they stick so well to the backing, it's very difficult sometimes to get them out of here without being able to actually reach down and actually lift the stamp up with your thumb. So one of the ideas was to take, once you take all the labels off of here, you can actually just stick that in here. You can stick it into this little pocket right here. And then you'll be able to stick your stamps back in there. However, I found that that was upside down for me. So I started to peel off this piece, which does have a few tears in it. You'll see in these areas where it's narrow, it will be torn. But once that slides in there, it really doesn't matter. I'm going to show you that. Oh, I'm sorry. The video keeps freezing. Oh, we had that one other time, didn't we? I'm hoping that it's not my internet because I am hardwired, so it's definitely not my my router. So hopefully it will come through for you. All right, so I'm going to just take this piece and stick it in this pocket. And of course, try to spread out the pieces like they should be. And once I have that in there, it should stay pretty tightly. Okay, so now you see what I have. I have a spot for all of my stamps. I don't need to keep this now unless I want something to sit things on. What makes a nice raised area if you want to sit things on. But now I'll be able to stick all my stamps back in here once I have them put together. All right, so let's go ahead and put together. So I'm going to peel the whole piece off. So I'm getting the stamp or the sticker and everything. You have to make sure you get both layers because there's 2 layers on there. And you go ahead and stick that onto your block and then just peel off the backing. And the next thing I'm going to do is grab a piece of scrap paper so that I can see through the stamp well. And now I'm going to peel the backing off of the stamp. And now it is ready to put together. And all I need to do is turn this over. I'm actually going to pull it back here as far as I can so that I can get, you want to get straight over top of it. I apologize if you see my head. And you just slowly go down and make sure that you have everything lined up well. And press down. And bam, perfectly stuck together. I will say it's not perfect every time. I sometimes have had things in the way where my hand slipped at the last minute, or I didn't go slow enough so that I had time to make sure that every angle was in place. Let me put 2 more together. This one's a little bit bigger than my block, but I think that it will be okay. If you're uncomfortable with taking both sides off, you could take one side off and line it up, but then you wouldn't be able to see through the whole side. So this really takes all of the guesswork out of putting your stamps together. Now this one I'm going to have to look at for a minute to make sure I get the right angle, and I see there all of my edges look fairly good. There are occasions that I find that the sticker is just a hair different size than the stamp. And it's not usually a big deal, but okay, so those 2 are done. And I want to do the happy birthday. I'm hoping that's going to fit on my card. I designed it in my head, so yeah, I hope that will work. It's such a pretty font. Again, you see where that wanted to come off the sticker. You definitely don't want that. You want them both to stay together as you pull it off so that you can lay them down here. Then you can take that piece off. If you take this off first, it's really hard to get that to lay down completely flat without touching all over it. And you don't want your fingerprints all over it because you want it to stick really firmly to your stamp. All right, so there's my stamp. Again, I'm going to get over top of it. And presto. Oh, why does Facebook do this to us? I see Tillaire's having problems too. I don't know, guys. I really don't have an answer to that. And I know that later it comes through fine, so I'm guessing that it must not be in the production, but in the playing, and they're not letting it come through completely for some reason. Okay, so let me grab another product that I want to show you is a celebration item, and it's this Simply Marbleous paper, and it has 6 different colors. One side is a marble look, and the other side is a really gorgeous swirled look. So let me go to the yellow and the purple. And can you just see the possibilities for this paper? It's just so much fun coming up. I'm so excited about this. This is an item that you'll be able to get for free with a $50 order. So I am using one piece of that, the pink, and I actually cut it at 4 inches, and then I cut a 3/4 of an inch off. Yeah, is that 3/4 of an inch? Let me go to the correct side here and we'll see. Yeah, 3/4 of an inch off of that. So this is 4 by 5 1/4. All right, so I'm going to get rid of those 2 pieces for now. I'm also using a piece of Blushing Bride that I have cut card size, 5.5 by 8.5, and I folded that in half. Wow, I struggled over that one, didn't I? And then I have 2 pieces of white and a Misty Moonlight. And the colors that I'm going to use, let me just grab my stamps out here. You know, I think I might want one other stamp here. Let me put this one together. Yeah. Where did I put my block? There it is. I do want this little set of flowers because I wanted a small flower. And the colors I'm going to use are Misty Moonlight, Garden Green, and Blushing Bride. Get this lined up here good. It's really key when you're doing this to make sure that your background allows you to see the edges really well. So you change your paper, get on another color of paper, whatever it takes. When you do this, if you can't see where you're going, then it's not going to work. Okay, so you've got to be able to see that label and the edge of your stamp. Okay, so I'm going to start with Blushing Bride. And I'm going to start with the largest stamp. So I'm actually going to grab the block, this is block D. And I haven't used this stamp, as you can tell, because I haven't put it together yet. So I'm actually going to stamp it on my scrap paper first, just to make sure that it's stamping well and it looks good. And so we're going to just add a few of these at random to our designer paper. And you're going to find out with me how it looks, so we can decide together if we like it or not. Just add a little bit there and maybe a little bit here. Okay. Now I'm going to take Misty Moonlight and I'm going to do these tiny flowers. And again, I'm going to stamp that just to see how dark that is. That's pretty dark because this is a brand new pad, so I definitely want to make sure I'm not getting too much of that. Thinking I might just stamp it off. Yeah, that's plenty dark. So I'm just going to waste some of that. I'm glad I thought to do that because that would have been dark. Okay. I'm liking that. Now, I was going to add some Garden Green, but you know, I don't think I am. I think I'm sticking with 2 colors. I lied. As I told my kids, you know, if you change your mind or you said something mistakenly, it's not a lie. You just made a mistake. Okay. That was my mistake. All right. So let me change stamps here. I'm going to use the Happy Birthday because it's so gorgeous. And I'm going to just do that in the Misty Moonlight. And let's see, I want that to come in from this side. Ooh, that is gorgeous. Gorgeous, gorgeous. Okay. If this keeps happening, I might just not do lives anymore. I might just have to record them and post them because this is sort of ridiculous if you guys can't communicate with me anyways, right? I'm going to cut this off because I'm going to punch, but actually I'm going to let that dry. You can see probably how wet that is. So let's let that dry because I don't want it smearing. Let's go ahead. It's going to be hard to glue down this beautiful piece here, but we must. And I'm going to just apply that to my blushing bride. Okay, now we're ready to put this on. So this is going to go on here like so. And I think I'll put it right there. So I'm going to trim this off. And I probably should make sure that these are about the same length, or this one should be just a hair shorter. Okay, now I can stick that in my punch. And this is the lots of tags punch. Lots of tags or something like that. I forget what it's called now. But you've got two different designs and you can use it as wide as you need it. There we go. Let's do this one. This one isn't going to fit in one of the little slots, so I'm just going to make sure that it's even on either side. And in there nice and straight. And now I have wonderful tails on both of those. And that looks good. So let's go ahead and get that layered on here. I decided to keep it simple. We are all busy in getting ready for a wonderful Christmas with our families. And I will tell you, I hope that the gift card holders that I showed you over the last month or two have been helpful for you, because I'm going to tell you, I found out that I needed about 15 of them the other night when I decided that we should have gifts at the mountains. And yeah, so for the older grandchildren of my parents, I needed gift card holders. And so yeah, I was quickly making them, and I was very thankful that I had shown you guys all those. Top or bottom? I think I want it up here. Now, there is something that I want to stick on there, and before I push that down, I want to show you this next product, which is the Cotton Ribbon Combo Pack. And I just saw this 100% cotton choking hazard. Interesting. I'm assuming that means the bag is a choking hazard. And these are the two ribbons. So this is the two colors we're using tonight, which is why I chose those colors. So Misty Moonlight and Blushing Bride. So I'm going to use both of them, and I'm going to just make a little bow with both of them, if I can keep them together here. There we go. Grab my ribbon scissors. I put a ribbon on my ribbon scissors. That means that's only to cut ribbon or fabric, so that they don't get so dulled by cutting paper and other things. Do I want that there, or do I want it here? Can't decide. I think I want it here. I'm glad I didn't stick that down tight yet. Let me get it in place, and then I can tuck it down. I want the bow part to be up. There we go. Now, make sure that's straight. Okay, now that that's in place, let me grab a glue dot here, and we'll just tuck it under the bow, since I didn't put a bow on that, or a glue dot on that before I tucked it down. There we go. Now the only thing that it needs is some bling, and I did not bring any bling, so I will have to add that later. But I hope you like how quick and easy that is. The paper provided a little bit of background and some interest to the design. You can do this in so many different colors. I could have done these in black or a brighter pink, but I like the muted color. And I wanted to do something quick and easy, just because suppose you decided that you want to give some cards as a gift for Christmas, and you need to whip out a couple cards so that you can give some different occasion cards to someone who likes to send cards. This would be something really easy to do. Grab a stamp set that you have with some nice backgrounds and yeah, do some tone on tone. We've just got 2 colors there. So I hope that's helpful. I hope you guys have a great Christmas. I will see you after Christmas. So God bless, and just have a blessed time with your families.